or whether it's going to be the audio. So the red light's blinking, so I think it's video, and I'm gonna hit the audio button here too. So there we go. So please follow along with me. We're going to be looking at the Holy Gospel of Luke, chapter 18, verses 9 through 14. Again, the Holy Gospel of Luke, chapter 18, verses 9 through 14. And I'm going to be reading from the New International Version. To some who were confident of their own righteousness and looked down on everyone else, Jesus told this parable. Two men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood up and prayed about himself. God, I thank you that I am not like other men, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and I give a tenth of all I get. But the tax collector stood at a distance. He would not even look up to heaven. But he beat his breast and said, God, have mercy on me. I am a sinner. I tell you that this man, rather than the other, went home justified before God. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. May the Lord grant us the understanding of this, His holy word. Let us pray. Father, as we come before you now, we just pray that we open hearts, minds, and souls. As we enter this wonderful holiday season, let us keep in mind that Jesus is the reason for the season, the birth of Jesus Christ. Again, allow us to open our hearts, minds, and souls, listen to your word, apply it to our lives, and serve you in all that we can do here at Edgemont, in our community, and in the world. For this we pray in Jesus' most resurrected name, and all of God's people said, Amen. I don't know if this, I might have to put this out on here. I don't want my stand coming down. It's quite heavy. So, I hope you are enjoying the beginning of the holiday season. You know, if you've already noticed, and no, I don't own Walmart stock, but Walmart had out Christmas stuff, 2 or 3 weeks ago? I mean, it's not even Halloween. So, again, not that I'm using Walmart as the gauge, but we're going to get ahead of Walmart here a little bit. Or try to keep ahead of them. I hope you can enjoy that we're starting Christmas now. We won't do it, so I don't want to take away from when it gets close to that time. We're going to do it this Sunday, next Sunday, and then we'll go back to our regular scheduled thing. But I hope you're enjoying the beginning of the holiday season with the end in mind. And what do I mean with that? With the end in mind. What I'm talking about is the end of the year. Jesus' birth, Christmas. As you're sitting here, I ask you, how many of us need that? How many of us need Christmas? Or to have an end in mind when we are doing something? You know, I think most of us would agree that when we are doing something, we want to know the end. We want to know, okay, if we do this, this is what's going to happen. Think about it. We didn't just decide to upholster the pews and then see what happens. You know, there was a lot of planning and preparation that had to go into it. A lot of this is what the end result is going to be. Now, there's always trials and tribulations. There's the upholsterer who hadn't figured out, okay, it's taking me a little longer than I thought. That happens. But the end result is going to be making our sanctuary even more beautiful. I think it will make Edgemont's house look wonderful, look appealing. Look like a place that you would invite somebody to. Shouldn't that be what we aspire to? We want God's house to look like a place that we feel like we can invite somebody here. I think that latter statement pretty much sums it up. Edgemont should always look like a place that we can invite someone. And if it isn't, if you feel like it's not, making that place, us making that place looking like it's inviting, then that's for all of us to do, not just a select few. But you think about it, and I've been here, Hollis, as many of y'all have been here longer than I have, but I remember so many committees we'd be on, and you know how you always form a committee, and everybody sits around and talks about all this great stuff we're going to do, and everybody looks around and says, well, who's going to do all that? We're going to find somebody or somehow or that other person is going to do all that. Many times we spend too much time worrying about who's going to do what instead of just rolling up our sleeves like we've done here. It didn't take us, we didn't have to, talk about it for months or years about what we were going to do. We decided we were going to do it, and we did it. And I commend each and every one of you. As I said, I've been coming here since 1991, and it's been a neat. Hollis maybe can even tell us, or Bobby, or Virginia, if it's been longer than that, but it's been neat to be done for a while now. And look how beautiful this sanctuary is going to look. Edgemont is a place where we can invite people. If you disagree with me this morning, then you know what I say to you. Make it happen. Get involved. If you think it's not a place that's inviting, roll up your sleeves and get with the rest of us and make it happen. But I don't think you feel that way. I think everyone here, hopefully you can agree with me. So, Peter, what does making Edgemont inviting have to do with our scriptures this morning? Well, we have two people that just walked through the door here at Edgemont. Two new visitors. Two brand new people. One is a Pharisee and one is a tax collector. And they come walking right up here and they decide, okay, I want to give myself to God right here at Edgemont Christian Church. Pharisee wants to talk about everything that he has done, everything that's about him, how wonderful he is. And then in comes the tax collector right beside him. And the tax collector stops at the back of the church. The tax collector can't even come forward. The tax collector's worn and tattered, and his clothes are dirty. Probably doesn't even feel like he deserves to be here. But he stops at the back and he says, God, I am a sinner. Please forgive me. So I'm being a little sarcastic here. You know which one God is going to be opening his arms up to. God's going to be praying for that Pharisee, right? And hoping that Pharisee will change his ways and realize what it takes to get into heaven. It's not about all the great things he's done. Righteousness is about Jesus Christ and what you believe in Jesus Christ, that you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of the living God. And by what he did, you are righteous, not about what you do. When one gets humbled, one can also be, or when one gets humbled, one is also exalted. And you know which one is which. The Pharisee is going to be humbled, and the tax collector will be the exalted one. I hope you can enjoy this as you, and I try to do this, and I've failed many times. I'm a sinner myself, but I try to live by that famous scripture at the end of Luke. It's 14b, and I'd like to read that to you as we close. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled,